Okay, my boys, welcome back to another video. And this video is going to be how to tap into your alter ego and become the greatest version of yourself at all times and have no limitations and truly detach from the external world. So first things first, we're going to go over what is the alter ego. So the alter ego is basically another version of you in your mind that you truly believe in, that is the greatest version of yourself, even greater than the person you are right now. And I love the term alter ego because a lot of celebrities, a lot of people who are successful use this tactic to snap back into reality and remember who the fuck they are. It will give you the most confidence in the world. Just thinking about a greater version of yourself right here, right now, will transcend all limitations at this instant. So by reaffirming in your mind, what would the greatest version of me do right now in any situation that seems hard? Because all situations and all things in this world is just an illusion. What would the best version of me do when things get hard, or when there's an obstacle, or when you're just not feeling like yourself? What would he do? And me just thinking that immediately just thinks of something great. Like, why would I trip over this little shit? The greatest version of me would never trip, never fold, and never succumb to anything that the mind is giving me. My mind is like a movie. The greatest version of myself is something that's going to keep growing over time during life. But when you can tap into that person and align with him, you will become truly powerful. So say there's little things that are bothering you within your world. You can tap into your alter ego and immediately remove all limitations. And when you have no limitations, you will do whatever you fucking want. And I'm saying this in a way of not being a crazy motherfucker, but when it comes to goals and aspirations and dreams, you have to shoot for them. And the greatest version of you who has already done and overcame those goals that you have in your mind, he wants to shoot for higher. He wants you to go to the next level. So when you are aligning with your alter ego, you cannot be stopped. You cannot be fucked with. And like I said, all celebrities tap into their alter ego so they can stop getting out of their fucking mind and align with the person who they truly are and the person that they truly want to be. For example, I've heard when Beyonce gets on stage, I don't know her real name, but she taps into that godlike figure when she's on stage, because beforehand she's nervous, but then she taps in and visualizes her greatest version of herself going on that stage and rocking that stage out and really performing to the best of her ability. She goes and moves in line with it and she fucks the whole thing up. She becomes Beyonce. You see what I'm saying? Her real name is something else. Same thing with Marilyn Monroe. They used to say that she had this thing that she could turn on and off, which was her aligning with her alter ego. She could turn it on and off. So she'll be in public dressed like a regular person and just being herself, Norma Jean. Her real name is Norma Jean. And the people that she was around, she would sometimes ask them, hey, do you want to see something? Do you want to see her come to life? And the people around her are like, the fuck are you talking about? Come to life? Who's coming to life? And then, boom, she snaps on to that figure of who she truly is. Marilyn Monroe, the people that the person that everyone likes, that she starts to get so much attention because she tapped into her greatest energy form and her who she truly is. She taps into it within the instant. I'm not Norma Jean anymore. I'm Marilyn Monroe, the Marilyn Monroe. So then in this specific interview, they're walking around New York. She flips the switch to Marilyn Monroe. Everyone and their mother starts to look at her. Everyone stops in traffic. Everyone starts to surround her and swarm her like, oh shit, that's Marilyn Monroe. It can be turned on and off just by an energy change in a belief system. But the thing is with that is I don't want that shit to turn off. There's no need for it to turn off. There's just an obstacle that comes into your life. and your greatest version of yourself that you can tap into will overcome that shit. That's all it is. I'm moving with the greatest version of myself every single day. From the work that I do, from who I truly am. I don't want no limitations. I don't like limitations. So I don't want to turn it on and off. Bitch, I'm that person now and forever. And over time, I'm going to continuously grow, and the alter ego is going to become greater and greater and greater once you start to move in line with it and just become that person that you always wanted to be. You will see that there's no limitations, and you become the person you wanted to be. You become your alter ego when all limitations are out the door, where your mind and ego is not there anymore and it's outside of you and you don't give a fuck. You are in a limitless space. That's like when you go into meditation and you enter the void, you enter the quantum field, you enter like the God state, that, as they say. You're just not even aware of anything that goes around or is going on within your life. You're not aware of nothing. You're just locked in. And you feel good in that quantum field, that void. You're not thinking about what you're going to do during that meditation. Your mind is not even there. It's just shut. It stops thinking. It stops limits. It stops all bullshit. And you feel blissful. That is the most beautiful feeling in the world. A lot of people think that busting a nut is the best feeling in the world. Wait till you get into some fucking meditation and you get lost and you forget to even think. You would be like, yo, that's the best feeling in the world. Like, you just like so relaxed. You're in like a blissful state. That's the best feeling in the world. That's when your beta brainwaves go down and start to reach alpha and theta. Some knowledge for your ass. But let's get into the alter ego. So this comes from the movie Fight Club. I highly suggest you watch this movie. So basically, I'm going to cut it short. The main character hates his life, and the main character's name is Jack, I believe. They call him the narrator, but let's call him Jack. So Jack is a regular guy living a regular life like everyone else, and he doesn't like his life. He doesn't have a girl. He doesn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? He's working his regular 9 to 5, the regular standard life of a American man, the American dream, right? Ain't no motherfucking American dream. But he doesn't like his life and is caught up by the illusion of materialism. So as a grown adult, this motherfucker goes through the magazines and sees what furniture he wants. He chooses the couch that he wants. What couch best represents me? That's when I realized, like, yo, this motherfucker is caught under the illusion of materialism. Why is a grown-ass man taking time out of his day? It was a specific scene where he's taking a shit and he has this magazine in his hand and he's trying to figure out what couch he wants for his house and what best represents me as a man. I said, what the fuck type of shit is that? Right? So this character, Jack, also gets no sleep at night. So 1, he hates his life. Let's remember that. 2, he does not get any sleep. So he has sleep apnea, I think that's what it would be called, or sleep deprivation, whatever the fuck. He cannot sleep at night. So combine that of you don't fuck with your life and then you don't sleep, you become a monster in a way. You don't want to do nothing. You're just living to live at that point. So in his subconscious mind, since he doesn't get any sleep at night, he thinks of this character, right? And he doesn't know he's doing this. The character that we are later introduced as or introduced to is Tyler Durden. And Tyler Durden is the cool, the nice, handsome looking guy that everybody wants to be with, or he's the guy who knows how to fight and he just does whatever he wants. He's that guy on edge, the guy who does not give a fuck. That's who Jack is truly wanting to be. That's who he wants to be and who he wants to align to. He wants to be that person that doesn't give a fuck, that people like, that, you know, he can fight good, he can fuck good, he can do everything that he wants. That's Tyler. But we're introduced to him as a separate person. He comes to life as a separate person. But like I said, Jack has sleep deprivation and he cannot sleep at night. So he's imagining things basically. And he imagines this character named Tyler. And him and Tyler gets very close. And like I said, Tyler does not give a fuck. He does what he wants whenever he wants. You see what I'm saying? So he starts to move in line with Tyler. And Tyler not being the best motherfucking the best person to hang out with in a way, because he truly does align with his true natural self. This is actually Jack. Jack and Tyler are the same person. Jack is just imagining that there's another person that he's talking to. So when Tyler's giving him advice on how to live life, and he's telling Jack, like, why the fuck do you care about all of this materialism? Like, what's wrong with you? What happened to being a man? The whole world is lost because we forgot what being a man is. So Tyler is Jack's alter ego, and he's listening to him, and he's picking up the knowledge and wisdom that's actually in Jack's mind, but he's listening to Tyler as if he's another person right here. Me and him are talking. He's not actually there, but that's how he truly feels. So as the movie goes on, you see that Tyler just does some wild shit. Like, he's going crazy. He's doing some wild shit, and they end up making a fight club for men who hate their lives, basically, wants to escape the regular 9 to 5, and they make this club so that they can go and relieve all the stress and anger of this world and just, fight it out like men. You know what I'm saying? I somewhat agree with that, because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, everybody's caught up in these illusions. Would I say you have to go fight? Not necessarily, but that's what, like, mostly men and masculinity is all about in a way. So I kind of get that point. And basically, Jack becomes aligned with Tyler. He becomes Tyler, basically. He is Tyler, but he starts to really move like Tyler. Starts to have an edge. When the boss came in one of the scenes, he's talking to the boss like how he wants to talk to the boss. Like, who's you, bitch? You know what I'm saying? And I fucked with that scene so much, because I was like, word. A lot of people just let their boss talk shit and just bully them. Never me. And I was like, yo, motherfucking Jack is really growing his balls now. I'm like, yo, he's wilding though. Like, they start bugging. So they build this cult, basically. The Fight Club becomes a cult, and then they start doing more wild shit around the city, because it's led by Tyler, which is Jack. But this movie shows what you can do when there's no limitations. When Jack fully aligns with Tyler, because they are one, they start to do whatever they want. They make the Fight Club. Then they start putting bombs into buildings and shit, and start wanting to take away the tax invasion. So they're like blowing up banks, I believe, and shit. Just wild shit. But since there was no limitation, they did whatever the fuck they wanted. Tyler and Jack became one and really started to move and do what they needed to do and what they wanted to do to escape from the materialistic world. They didn't give a fuck about anything. They just did what they wanted to do. So then later on, I left that clip of Jack starting to realize that, wait, me and Tyler are one. I'm Tyler. I brought this motherfucker back. I brought him to life from my subconscious mind. I wasn't getting any sleep. I just have sleep apnea. I cannot go to bed. So this motherfucker, I think I'm talking to somebody. In all reality, he's not talking to no one. That's who he is. So later on in the movie, he starts to get interrogated, and they're like, because he is a fucking crazy dude, because he gets no sleep. He really thinks that Tyler is someone in real life. So then when he comes to the realization in the room with Tyler, he calls the girl that Tyler fucked. But in all reality, Jack fucked that bitch. Tyler didn't fuck her. Jack fucked her. You see what I'm saying? He was Tyler. So then he played the character of Tyler with no limitations. So he calls the bitch Darla. He's like, hey, did we ever have sex? This bitch is talking nut shit. He's like, tell me, did we have sex, basically? And she was like, yes, Tyler Durden or some shit. And then he said, oh shit, I'm Tyler Durden. But in all reality, he's Jack. So when he gets sleep at night, Tyler goes away mysteriously. But Jack and Tyler are one. And it was one of the greatest scenes I ever seen in a movie. Like, when you are so detached from the world, you can do anything. This game of life is deadass, just like GTA. And in GTA, you are the character controlling the character, like Michael, Franklin, or Trevor, or even your own online character. You're controlling the motherfucker, but you do what you want since there's no limitations. You go into the street and punch someone in their face. You go to the store or the gas station and rob the Indian dude. You see what I'm saying? You can actually go and do that in real life. Not saying to do that, though. Not saying to do that. But you can actually do that. This whole game of life is literally just like GTA. When there's no limitations, you can go do anything you want. You can, bro, go get a gun. Go to the bank. and actually try to rob the bank. Not saying to do this. I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying. But you can actually go take those steps in real life and try to hold up a bank and take $1 million, just like in GTA. It's just on GTA when we're playing the game, we have no limitations. That's the same thing, or the same way we should move in life, but not in a negative way. So when it comes to our life and our goals and aspirations, we need to tap into that alter ego to realize that there is no limitations. The only limitations that come are from the mind of what I believe the limits are. Bro, there is none of that shit. There is no limitations. So when Jack realizes, holy fuck, I was Tyler, or I am Tyler, that's crazy. He's like, yo, what the fuck? I really am Tyler. But not in a good way, because like I said, Tyler, he was very on edge, so he did whatever he wanted. They had these crazy plans of blowing up all these fucking cities and shit. And not the cities, these buildings. So he moves in line with that character and does that shit. And later on in the movie, you see all the buildings go off. But it was like, yo, I, like, in a good way, you can realize I did all of that shit. Like, I started that cult. Like, I started all of that. And it's not good things, because this movie, I wish they did it in a more representation of a good way, so that people can open their eyes of like, yo, when you're fully detached from all limitations of what people think, or what you think, or even what you think you're capable of, that there's another limit or another level that you can access and really override all limitations. And that's what I'm really trying to get at, is that in this movie, it showed the perfect example of that, but just in a negative way. It's so funny though, because Tyler really was him, and they were aligned. It was like, yo, he wanted, what's his name? Jack wanted to have sex with Darla, but he just didn't have enough confidence. He wasn't him. So when Tyler was introduced, the cool guy who fucks bitches left and right, I guess, he goes and fucks this bitch instantly. And Jack's like comes to the kitchen, and he realizes like Tyler's fucking Darla, and he's somewhat type jealous, but he doesn't realize, bitch, that was me who went and fucked this bitch. It wasn't Tyler, it was me. All I needed to do was step into the greatest version of myself, gain enough confidence, and fuck this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's no limitations, only what you truly put your mind to. And Tyler in this movie is the exact replica of who Jack truly wanted to be. He really wanted to be a guy like that. He wanted to go and escape and fuck this materialism and all this materialistic world. It's just he was so shallow, and he didn't actually want to do it. And he was scared to take those steps. So then when Tyler came and he had like a big bro to look up to, he moved in line with him and did exactly what he was supposed to do. Align with his greatness of who he wanted to be. Just in this movie though, it was a bad thing. But in real life, you can tap into that potential of your greatness by envisioning someone greater, or envisioning yourself. I don't even like to envision. I would never envision anybody else. Like, the fuck? I can envision me overtaking whatever I'm going to do, or overcoming all obstacles, or getting my goals done. I envision that damn near every day. I can promise you that. Like, I do that all the time throughout my meditations and shit, so that I can align with my alter ego and understand that, bro, I'm not even to where my potential is really supposed to be. He said, I ain't even really blossom for real. Made a meal, but I be grinding like it's impossible still. Bitch, I didn't even blossom yet. I'm not to my highest potential, but I can tap into that person now. And the more that I move like that, I can become that person. And you are that person once you declare it. You just have to declare it in your mind. I am that person who's confident, or whatever it is. Or you see yourself in a confident way, or something like that. Or a strong or a powerful way, or a good looking way, or whatever it is. Or getting whatever you want type of way. And all you have to do is move in line with that character. I do this every day. But I know me, 21 years old right now, that by 25, there's a whole nother level that I kind of want to envision so that I can tap into him now. You see what I'm saying? Because this life shit is just a journey. It's super fun, because I don't know why a lot of people see this life shit as something so negative. I'm like, yo, I didn't even blossom for real, bitch. Like, yo, I'm nowhere near where I'm actually supposed to be at. I ain't even really blossom for real. Made a meal, but I be grinding like it's impossible still. Bitch, I'm nowhere near where I'm supposed to be. But I know I'm gonna get there. So my life is nothing but happiness and love. Like, I could envision my greater version of myself, because I've been doing this since I was a kid. When I was an insecure, not really shy, but like an insecure little boy, bro, I would literally, bro, be like say I was like 15 years old, I would imagine myself at 21, like, oh, I got all this muscle, I look good, all the hoes love me. I remember that shit because I wasn't getting no bitches at that time. And I literally evolved into that character. It didn't even take no 5 years, 15, 16. It didn't take no 5 years. It literally took a year or 2 years of training, building my confidence, really being confident and not having no limitations and really just being bold with bitches, bro. Started getting bitches left and right. Started being more confident within my life and do whatever the fuck I want because I know there's no limitations. It's all a fucking illusion. I need you to understand that. You have to bypass the genjutsu. If you ever watch Naruto, you know. The genjutsu is when you get caught up by an illusion. But then you have that inner beast. And I'm going to make a whole separate video of genjutsu and why this whole world is one. It's like a whole Tsukuyomi. If you know. But that inner beast that's within you will wake you up from that illusion. The inner beast being the greatest version of yourself, being your alter ego that you can tap into whenever you truly want to. You just have to think about him and have that emotion with him. Like, I'm really that fucking man. What am I over here tripping about? You'll surpass all bullshit. Swear to God. And that's what Jack realizes, like, yo. And it wasn't in a good way, but Jack really realized, like, what the fuck? I am Tyler. Tyler and I are one. Holy shit. Yo, he started going nuts after that. But that's what I'm really trying to tell you is like, there is no limitations. This life is literally like GTA. I swear to God. But I'm not saying it in a wild way to go rob a store. I'm not saying that. But when it comes to your goals and dreams and aspirations, know that you can overcome them and you can do that. You're more than capable of anything in this world. Everything in this world is an illusion. You pick the belief systems, you go towards your goals, and you have an illusion to string onto of greatness. Others have the illusion of this whole life sucks, that it's all about despair and negativity, and the world is just always hard. What illusion would you rather choose? I'm going to choose that my life is nothing but greatness, and I love my life with everything in me. It's one of the best lives. I would never change my life, or not change my life, but like trade my life or trade who I am for someone else. No, impossible. But other people would actually do that and want to, like, some people want to off themselves, you feel me? But this life is just what you make it. It's all an illusion. So the alter ego is there to help you, to take you to the next level. Think about when you in some nut shit or some wild shit's happening within your life. What would the greatest version of me do? Would he sit here and complain and cry like a bitch, or would he stand 10 toes and take it head on and keep it pushing? I'ma always keep it pushing and keep it P because that's who I am. You see what I'm saying? I'ma always keep it G and always keep it pushing. So once you start to take those actions and you're hit with adversity and you take those actions, like, what would the greatest version of me do? Would he get up and try more, or would he just sit here and cry and quit like a little bitch? I done seen that quitting shit my whole life, giving up on shit. I never understood it. I see that shit day in and day out. That's not me. Impossible. There's a greater version of me right now in my mind, sitting with like $1 million, cool and chilling, doing whatever he wants. That's the person I'm aligning to and creating my whole world through the quantum field. That's how you can really align to your alter ego, through the emotions. It's not even just the thoughts or the visualizations. It's the thought of love and happiness and gratefulness that you will have within your life, and you raise your frequency, that person that you envision or those things that you want to manifest would actually come to life. It's so fucking beautiful once you understand it. So I would never pick the life of misery or something that I can't do. I know that if I put my mind to it, I can do it. He said, all I gotta do is put my mind to this shit. Goddamn. Cancel out my ex, I put a line through that bitch. I like all my exes with 2 lines through them shits. Everybody trying to fuck it, but I'm fine with that shit. But it's real life. Like, the limits is just an illusion. Fall under the genjutsu that you want to be. Like in Naruto, if you want to see the Tsukuyomi, all of the fighters, including like I said all the fighters, all the what's the motherfuckers called? All of the characters in Naruto basically got caught under the Tsukuyomi and started to live in the illusion and a dream life, until they were saved by Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, and Sakura. All of these people were trapped into an illusion of what they wanted to believe and see. That's the illusion that you can live by. in the delusional world of you being stronger or looking better or taking care of yourself, you can manifest that person or that version of you literally aligning to him. You can manifest that person because that's who you are. That's who you want to be. That's who you are. That's who you can become. The imagination is like something, or the visualization is like something of someone that you could be. If you truly align to that person, tap into the potential and really move in line with them, you can do it. That's why when they say fake it till you make it, I truly agree with that advice, because faking it till you make it is amazing, but just not in a way of fake jewelry and fake chains. I don't like that sucker shit. Like that's weird. Rocking fake chains and shit, like to stunt and think that you're tough or that you cool or that you hard. No, bro. Like wait till you get some real bread, then come outside with a real diamond chain. You see what I'm saying? Because that's like inevitable. Like chains, if you wanted, materialism is inevitable. All you just need is the money, and once you visualize it and work hard on whatever you're doing, you'll get there. It's not a question. I don't like to break things down as something that's so hard to do in life. I hate that shit when there's a scientific method and that there's the Pythagorean theorem for this one topic. Fuck that. Life is easy. Get enough money, you'll have what you want. Break it down into easier circumstances. How do I get there? You make a plan and you do what you got to do, right? Simple like that. So it's not something that you're tripping on once you think it's normal. And the moment you detach from your manifestations and your visualizations through meditation, you will literally align and start to manifest way more things in your life quicker. Simple. Because you're not seeing it as above you and that it's something out of your reach. Everything's within your reach. And the quantum field is the field of infinity. It's infinite. There's endless possibilities in the quantum field. You have to tap into it, and aligning with that person that you want to be is literally aligning to the quantum field in your vision. But fake it till you make it is perfect advice, because say you're a shy, insecure person, but you want to be confident. What would the confident version of me do? Oh, he won't be scared to go do this and do that. And then once you take the action, you realize it's not that bad. So the fear is gone. What they say about fear, the certainty of death to fear is by taking action, something along the lines of that. Of when you take the action and you realize like, yo, that thing really wasn't as scary as I thought it was. You overcome the fear and you're able to go do more things. You overcome a limitation. You overcome an obstacle, a plateau. You realize, yo, that shit really was not bad. I can go do much more. I'm much more capable of that. So then you start to move online with it. That's why fake it till you make it is perfect advice. It's amazing. Just not with fake jewelry. I'm tired of that shit. I be seeing a lot of motherfuckers with that shit. I'm too real to rock that fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's my time, it's my time. And I believe my time is now. And I'm waiting for the 3D. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe I truly have everything that I want. The law of assumption. But I move with that through the quantum field, and since I got so much more information, yo, the law of assumption, Neville Goddard was a bro. What was it? He was ahead of his time, like for real. They didn't have quantum field studies and shit like that like there is now with Dr. Joe Dispenza and all of that shit. He has the scientific method. Neville Goddard had the religious type textbooks where he would go into Christianity and dissect the Bible, and I loved it. And he find the true definitions of a lot of the scripture and really defining it. Yo, he was ahead of his time. He only went off of verses, which are powerful, but now we have scientific studies. You pair Neville Goddard's information with Dr. Joe Dispenza's information, you will see that they're one. Like they're literally the same. We have the science to back it up with alpha brain waves and beta brain waves, slowing your brain waves down, and theta brain waves. And now we have the religious textbook of what Jesus was really saying. Yo, that shit is so interesting. I highly suggest read Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard, and I'm reading Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Listen to that, read that shit. Yo, you're going to be awakened to some new shit. That's why meditation is so fucking important. And tapping into that infinite person that you truly are. That's you. I want you to understand that greatest version of you, that's you now. Like that's who you are. Align with it. Would you be scared to go talk to a girl? Fuck no. Girls are scared to talk to me. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like nervous to talk to me in a way. You see what I'm saying? Those limitations, you switch them. Why would I be scared of, like for me, let's take this example, right? I used to be scared of heights like a motherfucker, and it's not that I'm not scared of heights, because you put me like near a skyscraper and shit, bitch, I'm gone. Like I like just looking up at the building, I'm low-key scared as fuck. But I went on these roller coasters when I was drunk as shit. Bro, I overcame that fear. Yo, it's just because my balls grew like way too big now, where I'm like, yo, now since I'm scared of something or something puts fear in me, my balls are so big, I grab them, I'm like, yo, fuck that shit. I ain't scared of nothing. We going on to that roller coaster right now. And I was with my homie. We did the slingshot where that shit just go boom all up in the air, bro. Yo, I'd never in a million years thought I would have done that shit. And then I went on a roller coaster and I was really wild, and that roller coaster was big as shit. Yo, then I realized, man, this shit ain't really that bad, bitch. I'm good. You see what I'm saying? And then they just destroyed King the Ka because I want to go to Six Flags. I'm like, bitch, I was trying to go to that ride because I'm not no scared ass little bitch no more. I overcame the fear. And then one of my homies, he in the cut. He like, yo, y'all motherfuckers crazy, bro. I was like, bro, I was thinking just like you, but I grew some balls. He like, man, fuck you. I'm like, man, fuck you. I'm getting on this ride, bitch. You see what I'm saying? But it's real shit. Once you take the actions of overcoming your fear, it becomes the death of fear. And I'm like, yo, that's fucking fire. I forgot who said that bar, but that's a fucking bar. So align with the greatest version of you. That's who you are by natural born state, because you're envisioning that person. You're imagining them. That's you. You have endless potential in the quantum field. I highly suggest you guys study this shit. And I'm actually going to make a lot more videos on it, and on the power of meditation and how to enter the quantum field and how to program your subconscious mind through meditations and the emotions ties to certain thoughts. You're literally reprogramming yourself like a fucking robot in a way, but you're moving and programming yourself to the way that you want to be, not the way of your outer circumstances of the world and how you view the world. You're going to start to view the world in such a more brighter light. You'll have so much more appreciation for the world and love for other people, even if you don't know them. Shit like that. You'll be so much more grateful for the world. But tap into that alter ego. All of the athletes do it. All of the fucking celebrities do it. You need to do it as well if you want to be called great or deemed as great. There's always another level to you. So when you're tripping, your emotions and your thoughts are going nuts, know that there's another version of me. Let me think about that motherfucker. What would he do in this situation? He not even going to trip. He going to keep it pushing and keep doing what he got to do. You see what I'm saying? So that's the alter ego. I want to say it one more time. Watch Fight Club and see how Jack and Tyler were one, and see what the fuck they did. They did whatever the fuck they want. You see what I'm saying? But just in a bad way. Do what you want in a good way. So I love y'all, bro. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to leave my last video right here for you guys. So you missed upon that, go watch that video. So stay yourself. Stay 300. Whatever you do in life. Trust me, I believe in you, bro.